All right, everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you being here. As I mentioned previously, I was going to do a follow-up once the car got back from its PPF, paint protection film. That's the Maybach I'm talking about. That's why I'm filming the name there. So I got the car back today. It's kind of late here, so I have to do it in the garage. Not only is it late, but I'm getting ready for freaking hurricane number, I don't know, 3, 4 this year. I was listening to Sticks and Sleazy P. Martini doing the election, election results. And it's just funny, man. It's just funny. The whole thing is funny. The honkening is funny. Maricopa County, all the nonsense in PA. But it's just funny. But anyway, I said, let me take a break because I'm going to do my road trip, have my official road trip. So by utilizing, and I have, my brother decided to drive, so I'm actually saving about $3,000 to $4,000 on airline tickets for the group that would have cost me had I flown after the debacle at Delta. So I said, let me show you the PPF. Now, there's still going to be some flaws. This thing will have to cure and they'll have to come back and touch it up, but the entire car has the film on it. Now, hopefully it will protect. Now, and somebody said, how could you afford that car, man? Well, look, I got ripped pajamas on, man. That's where I had to save some money and invest in the Maybach. So you can see here, very shiny. That's the one thing about the PPF, and I'm chewing gum too, probably not the most professional. I had to check the wheels, make sure they didn't do any curb rash. I didn't check them all that thoroughly. But there's some spots on the hood. I'll tell you, people were like, be careful, I mean, I'll have to see when they come back, to do their little touch-up. But nothing's going to be perfect. I mean, they're essentially putting a film over the entire car. It's not going to be perfect. I didn't expect perfection. What I want is protection, not perfection. I want it to look good, as you can see here for yourselves. And it was, like I said, pre-hurricane conditions. A lot of wind, a lot of debris. I kind of dusted it off as best I could. And we got some more schmutz on here. And by the way, I better do a tour of the garage. It's not much. It's just a 2-car garage with a lift. There's my CUDA though. That's a video that I'll do at some point. And there's the GLE 53, the AMG twin turbo. It's about just a shade under 500 horsepower. It's got a really cool interior. I know I'm like deviating, but I will do a video on this. Beautiful interior though. Comfortable. I think this is the best mid-size SUV out there in this category. So when people are like, man, electric cars are for, you know what? And I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, I have, let's see, 8 and 8, 16, 22 cylinders in here with twin turbos and about 1,400 horsepower between these 3 cars. So anyway, one of the things I noticed about this Maybach, it's really weird. I'll come out here and the doors will be open. You see how the doors open like that? Which you think, well, what's the big deal? Well, one time I came out here, actually I didn't even, come out here, but I got an alert on my phone with the app. It said, your battery's in critical condition. I'm like, what the hell? I haven't even driven this thing. And it's because of this thing turning on, doors opening and they have these lights and they just stay on. Anyway, now let's look at the quirks and features. God forbid. So here's the driver. This is where my bro will take control and pilot. The one thing that's cool about this, you can't really see here. Let me zoom back a little bit. But the chair back. The the display here is 3-dimensional. It just looks really cool. And I'm itching on the side of my face here. It's a touchscreen. Does it? I don't want to turn it on because garage door is closed, and I don't want to suffer from carbon monoxide poisoning. But here's the front, the gray seats. I did want, this was a must for me, to have the flowing lines. And a nice steering wheel. It doesn't have the flat bottom. I guess round is elegance. This thing purrs like a kitten. And I'm assuming everything's got... Now, the one thing I mentioned previously, I think I mentioned it. I don't have the refrigerator. Some of these Maybachs, I guess they wanted to crank them out. So they, because of the chip shortage, they just didn't have the refrigerators in the back, which kind of, it's a minor thing, but, you know, kind of like bragging rights almost. But having said that, it's not a big deal because, you know, when I travel the next day, you know, it has the pass-through. I could put a cooler box in there, which almost serves the same purpose, same size. I would have to physically remove the refrigerator anyway, and they now make them where you can unplug them and take them out. But now I have all the trunk rooms, so I'm kind of like, you know, it would have been a pain. Also, they're a battery drain. So unless you use the car a lot, you know, it's just... It's you know, it's novel, but it's really not necessary. So I'll show you the back. That's where I'm going to be lounging, this side in particular, because this is like the king side. Come in here with my ripped pants. And I think I showed you this in the short. What you do, you hit the button here, moves that seat out of the way. Now, of course, my son is going to be in that seat up front there, so let me move my ripped pants over, or else someone will be complaining, why did you have those ripped pants on? I'm like SpongeBob. Remember when SpongeBob ripped his pants? So once you hit that, the seat reclines. Here are all these, and there's actually a footrest down there, too. You see the footrest coming out? So... and you're in the lap of luxury. So now I'm fully reclined. You got the little pillows on the headrest. You got this console. And because I don't have the refrigerator, and this is just like the weird thing, you know, that these companies do. In here would be an insert for, I believe it's like a champagne bottle. But because they don't have the fridge, they didn't put the insert. I mean, it's just kind of stupid because, like, if you get the cooler, you would want, and you know, it's got the same dimensions. They would hold maybe a bottle of Cristal or Dom or whatever the hell goes for a good champagne these days. And, you know, they could have put it in, but they decided not to. Now, over here, you have your heated and cooled cup holders. Of course, you got your screens over there. You got a tablet here to control everything. I haven't even, believe it or not, I haven't even like set up this car. Got your big panoramic roof. A lot of sand around here. I wonder if this guy took it for a joyride. But look at the leg room. The thing is, like, my legs are like totally spread out here. And that was the point. So I told you I had like a nightmare experience with Delta. 4 trips in like 60 days. I was stuck at LaGuardia for 14 hours, herded like cattle. I mean, delay after delay after delay, 5 gate changes, and then finally they just outright canceled the flight, and I just said, screw this, never again for domestic flying. And I said, if I'm going to cruise, I will cruise in comfort. And this is, you know, look, it's not a Bentley. You know, some people be like, you should have had a Bentley. Oh, look, check out the speaker. You know, you could buy like the Bentley, not the Mulsanne. But the model under the Mulsanne, what is it? Whatever is under the Mulsanne, and it's actually dimensionally now it's close. But you know what? I think that's a little too ostentatious. And you know, with the Bentleys, it's still, you know, you're in the Volkswagen family. It's the Volkswagen, Porsche, Audi, VW, Porsche, Audi, Bentley, yeah, Lamborghini they have now. And with Rolls, you're getting BMW tech. So, I don't know. You know, to me, like, Mercedes is pretty solid. So, you know, a Maybach is a Mercedes. But look at the starting point. You know, the starting point of a Maybach is a Mercedes as opposed to, like, a VW, you know. That's the way I look at it. But anyway, you know, then obviously those cars, though, are much more bespoke, you know, and their interiors are probably like incrementally better. And that's what you pay for, even as a collector, right? Incrementalism is freaking huge. You know, if you want to step up to like the best, absolute best quality and the toy, the box, that incrementalism costs you a bundle. I mean, an absolute bundle. And I know there's a couple of people that'll hear this that, you know, when they get obsessed, like they have to have the best box experience, like not experience, but the best box quality, let's say. Some people will want the insert. Some people will want, you know, even the lower box, not just the lid. And they want it perfect, you know. And to get perfection like that, you got to pay a lot more, you know. And then the people that'll take a little rip on the box with a very clean toy, you know, they can save a decent amount of money. So that's what it is with these cars too. Anyway, why am I rambling about this? Anyway, I was just doing the quick tour because here's the dilemma too, you know. We're supposed to leave Thursday in the midst of this freaking hurricane. And now I don't know if I should try to leave early, bug out early, miss it all. Who the hell knows? I'll have to determine that when the time comes tomorrow. You know, I'd have to, see if the hotel has availability, get my little Bichon to the kennel a little earlier, and, be able to pack. So, and I'm busy, so I'm not sure I can actually pull it off. But that's the look at the Maybach after the PPF installation and prior to the trip. And when I take off, I'll do some. Maybe I could do live. You know, I could be live from the road. You tell me in the comments if you want to see just kind of some, live being on the road in this car. Let me know. I could do like a live stream for a half hour, 40 minutes. And, kind of see what it's like, make some commentary, and even talk about the election results. Who the hell knows what these elections are going to turn out to be like tomorrow, We'll see. We'll see if all these shenanigans that, seem to be happening actually change results, It'll be interesting. So with that, as always, my friends, I appreciate your time. And you know what I really like about this sunroof is looking up and seeing that CUDA. I mean, you know what? Who else, what other video, what other YouTube channel will give you this view looking at a Maybach sunroof, looking at a CUDA convertible? I bet you this is the only time in YouTube history that you'll have this view. And with that, thanks again. I appreciate your time. Don't forget to subscribe, please, if you're a lurker. And I appreciate all you guys that have subscribed, new and old alike. And with that, my friends, I'll talk to you later.